All right, so now I need to hide this guy. All right, command. All right. Ready, Freddy?
Rock and roll.
All right. Three. Hello, and welcome to the Blue Shadow Podcast. My name is Joey,
I am Dan.
and today we're going to do something that we have not done before, and that is going to be take a Star Wars trivia quiz on the air. How are you feeling about this, Dan?
Not great,
That's
but
okay.
I love Star Wars, as we know. I'm not great with the the facts of Star Wars, other than like the main story. Um, so we'll
I
see.
I'm okay, and I will say we're going into this first and foremost. We are taking the qualifying trivia quiz for Dragon Con, which is a Comic Con in Atlanta that has a pretty competitive Star Wars trivia scene. I have not done this before. I've not looked at this. We have not prepared, so we're kind of going in just with our base knowledge, and we're going to see what happens. So we uh we won Star Wars trivia at a bar in Pittsburgh, but this is the real deal here. This isn't very casual, so we're going to
Yeah,
see what happens. And my
yeah.
weakness is quotes, so I hope that quotes aren't in here.
I remember quotes better, I think. I don't know. I have a lot of useless knowledge, and I'm fairly good at regular trivia, so that hopefully that comes into play here.
There's a World War II question. Dan's got us covered. Anyway, we are now going
Sure.
to move in and we're going to go with what property is cortosis primarily known for? And we know that it is going to be it deactivates lightsaber blades.
Yeah, we got to see this in live action pretty cool, pretty recently.
Oh man,
Very cool.
it was fantastic. Which planet was home to the Jedi Temple where Master Torben lived in silent meditation until 132 BBY? Olega, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Sweetness. So now, clarifying a little bit about ourselves, I am 3 books into the High Republic. Dan is has not read it yet, but this question is: what did the Nile call the barrier they deployed to keep Republic ships out of the territory they occupied?
You know this.
I do not know this.
I have a guess.
I'm gonna guess one of the either the veil or the occlusion. What's your guess?
I was gonna guess the veil.
No, then we're going with it. If it gets both of us. Okay, this is an Ahsoka one. Which three great mothers of the Night Sisters allied with Grand Admiral Thrawn to escape from their extragalactic exile? I believe it's Clethau, Acthroppa, and Lakis. They're like based on like Greek mythology, I think, right, Dan?
Hmm.
I think
I
it's
think
this one.
so.
Do you think it's this
I
one?
think they're based on the fates. Yeah.
See, there's your real trivia coming through.
I think I don't know. That would be my guess.
Um, you good with that?
Yeah.
Sweet. All right. Which rebel terrorist cell did Inferno Squad infiltrate, destroying the during the Galactic Civil War?
Battlefront 2.
Or the book? Which rebels terrorist cell did
Ooh.
infiltrate during the Galactic Civil War? I don't know.
Hmm.
Nebula? I don't know.
I don't know.
We'll just. Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
We promise we love Star Wars. Okay, our next question is who intentionally crashed Moff Gideon's former cruiser into the Imperial base on Mandalore, killing Gideon and liberating the planet? It's not Bo or Din.
But
I think it's
I
Axe
thought it was
Woves.
Axe Woves.
Yes, sir. I need to rewatch season 3 of The Mandalorian.
Hmm.
I only watched it once. Who was the chief of cyborg operations at Jabba's palace as of 4 ABY?
Mm. It's
Is
my
it
movie.
is it EV-99? You know, the one that tortures the gonk droid and it's all
No,
sad.
I know exactly which what it is.
It's either EV-99 or 8D8,
I
but I think
I
it's
think
EV.
it's EV-99.
Well, hopefully, we don't really know for sure yet. What was the primary
Mhm.
objective of the 104th Wolfpack Battalion's mission to Aleen in 20 BBY? Oh dear God. I think
So
it's
it's
risk.
not A.
Are you sure?
Didn't they rescue Eve from? Isn't that where we lose Echo?
Maybe. But remember, like Tarkin was here. Am I thinking
Yeah,
of the
that
wrong
was
episodes?
the 501st.
It was?
Yeah, that's where we lose Echo,
Oh, okay, okay. So then would it be
right?
like I don't remember.
That's were they there?
I don't know.
To
I
to
don't distinctly
Aline. Oh,
remember. I don't distinctly remember any of these.
hmm. Yeah, I don't know.
You don't seem to like this one. So we can this seems like really too generic almost. I feel like it was definitely not to watch a pod race. Do you remember King Manchucho, Dan?
Oh, I have no idea.
Well, what do you think?
It might be to rescue Eve Koth.
Well,
I am 90% sure that's where we lose.
I think you might be right. But do you want to just put it just to move on?
Oh,
If
I'm
if you
torn.
if you don't like this one, which one of
I
these are you going with?
either C or D.
All right, you pick this one. I'll pick the next one.
Oh, you're rude. Um, I'm feeling C. That's the one my gut told me from the beginning.
All right, there you go. What sector of the galaxy is Iridu located in? The sectors listed here, if you're listening podcast wise, is Maldrude, Anoat,
Ooh,
Seswena, or Bright Jewel. Do you know the answer to this one?
I don't know, but I will say that your screen is not matching up with mine.
What do you see?
So, so I still see you're on the 104th Battalion mission
Uh,
that you never clicked an answer for it.
well, I clicked that. Maybe we're having an internet lag here. Um,
Okay. But wait, let's just keep going and see, because if it's on your screen, we're fine.
do you know what the do you know what sector?
Not a chance.
Again, that's Maldrude, Anoat, Siswana, Bright Jewel. I told you I'd pick the next one, so I'm gonna pick
You did.
um Siswana and call it a day.
That was gonna be the one I was gonna say.
Oh, we got a Jedi Survivor question that I don't know if I'm gonna know the answer to. Which Lucrehulk class core ship crashed on Kobo and was repurposed as a base for the Bedlam Raiders? And the options here are Conqueror, Primacy, Balance of Trade, or Sakak. You didn't play this game, Dan, so you don't know.
No, that not a chance.
I'm gonna say Conqueror, and we're gonna move on. Or it's Primacy. I don't know. I'm gonna go with Conqueror.
What
Which?
if we got
Oh,
our score right away?
I think we will. Um, as a Star Wars Resistance question, which racer was flown by Kazuda Xiono as part of Team Colossus during the First Order Resistance War? It's the Fireball. This is the only piece of Star Wars you haven't
Okay.
watched, right?
No, but I was gonna guess Fireball.
Good job.
And I'm not just saying that. It just seems like it's the most Star Wars name.
Yeah, Galaxy's Glory wouldn't be one, I don't think. Um, which planet is the location of the industrial automation automaton factory and therefore R2D2's home world? Corellia, Nubia, Lorinar, Gindine. I feel like it's not Corellia because that's like the ship plant.
Yeah.
Beyond these, I, I don't know. Do you know?
Mm-mm.
We're the Star Wars podcast that knows very little about Star Wars, apparently.
Yeah.
These
Maybe we don't release this one.
Oh, I think this would take some preparing to do, well on this. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick Gendine. Why not?
Yeah.
Who created the super weapon located in the Sith Temple on Malachor, which caused the Great Scourge of Malachor and was subsequently destroyed by Ezra Bridger? Darth Bane, Darth Sidious, Darth Phobos, or Darth Tanis? It's not Darth Sidious, obviously.
Mm-mm.
I've never heard of Darth Phobos. Darth Bane did the rule too. I feel like that would have been before him, right?
I feel like my head went to Darth Thanos when you said all four of them.
Sure. There we go. Clearly, we're not thinking too hard. What title did Jedi Knight Iskat Akaris take upon joining the Imperial Inquisitorius? Hmm.
What are the options?
We got 15th sister, ninth sister, 11th sister, or 13th sister. I feel like it might be ninth sister.
Yeah.
All right. There we go. What is the name for the rotating arm that droids plug into a socket in a wall or console to interface with a local computer system? This is a Jedi Fallen Order question slash general Star Wars, but we got probe rod, universal interference arm, servo driver, or scomp link. It is in fact scomp link.
I did know that one. That is,
Woohoo! It's a funny
we got,
fun. It's a funny one.
yeah.
All right. What is the real name of the species more frequently known as Polis mossens? Animid, Zen Zenizian, Verk, or Calidan. Sorry. What are the Polis mossens? Do you remember which character this might be? Or like,
Polis. Oh, I'm trying to think. Would it have any?
what happened on Polis Massa? Oh, that's where Luke and Leia were born, right?
Were they?
They were born on that moon.
I thought they were born in the ship.
No, no, they're on a Polis Massa. I don't know. I'm gonna pick Zenzi and we're gonna call it a day. Not because I'm confident, but because we don't want to linger. Oh God, this one's going to be tricky. What does the Twi'lek word Nera, Nerra mean in basic? Brother,
Brother,
Jedi. Okay. Where you got that from?
where did I get it?
Yeah.
Remember Waxer and Boyle
Wow. You
in
just
that
whipped
episode of the
out.
Clone Wars.
All right.
Um, and remember we see her in Rebels again
Uh-huh.
wearing the 212 armor that has, yeah, no, it's brother. Because
That's
remember they ask Obi-Wan at the end, what does Nara mean? She keeps saying Nara,
yeah.
and he
Holy cow.
goes, brother.
Where'd you pull that from?
I like Waxer and Boyle. I
That's
cried in the Umbara arc.
that's awesome. The next question is what we're gonna need your help here. Who was the leader of the rebel team that robbed the Imperial garrison on Aldhani in 5 BBY? Arvel Skeen, Vel Sartha, Cassian Andor, or Sodan Pedigar? Is it Vel?
Oh, I know I can picture her. It's the blonde woman.
I think that's Vel.
Yeah.
Because she's like Mon Mothma's cousin or something, right?
Yeah, and she had all the interactions with, yeah, I
With
think it's
Luthen?
her.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Andor question. Um, which large tentacled creature attacked Anakin Skywalker and Ahsoka Tano aboard the Takora in 20 BBY? A Rathtar, a Blixus, a Sarlacc, or a Dianoga? I don't think Rathtars were around at that point, right? Like they
I think
hadn't
it's a
been invented in
Sarlacc.
Star Wars yet. Sarlacc, they're like embedded. Are you sure it's not a Dianoga? Or I don't even know what a Blixus is.
I mean, maybe it wasn't a Sarlacc. I
Sarlaccs are
thought
stationary.
I know they're stationary. I don't
What
know.
was it? Did they
You
have it? You clearly have a better recollection of Clone Wars than I do. So if you think it was a Sarlacc,
But this is hype. This is a hyper specific
it's
as,
true.
but not like the Nero one
But
wasn't either. But I don't.
the Dianoga was in, that was in Bad Batch, right? No, that was Sarlacc in Bad Batch. Huh. This is tricky.
I thought Dianoga was the monster in the trash compactor.
It is. Any idea what a Blixis is?
Not a chance. Let's put Dianoga. I feel like they did that intentionally as a cute little callback.
All right. I wish I got to rewatch Clone Wars is what I'm learning here. Hey, sequels question. What was the ultimate fate of the Tantive 4? Recovered by the Empire, or recovered from the Empire by Han Solo, but subsequently crashed, destroyed in the Battle of Exegol, turned into a museum ship, and destroyed on Hosnian Prime, impounded by the Empire, and eventually scrapped. The answer is destroyed in the Battle of Exegol, unfortunately. Good there?
Darn.
Did you
Yeah.
know that?
No.
Sucks. Love the Battle of Exegol, though. Which mercenary gang kidnapped Princess Leia Organa from Alderaan and transported her to Daiyu in 9 BBY? We've got the Black Mask, the Warbirds, Skarabi, and Crate's crew. Crate's Claw, so sorry. This is Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers, but I'm not sure beyond that. Black Mask?
Yeah, sure.
I just rewatched this too. I really should do that.
Yeah.
What kind of animal is Sorgan krill? An echinoderm, a nematode, a crustacean, or a cephalopod? Who, Dan, is Sorgan krill?
Well, if we're going based on what a krill is, it's like a little thing they eat in the water, like whales eat them.
Yeah. So, a crustacean?
I don't it's I think so. I don't think it's a squid.
Sure. Gotta love it using our science. Who was the primary target of CX-2's assassination mission on Teth around 18 BBY? CX-1, Avi Singh, Omega, or Hunter? CX-1, right?
We're
Because
gonna
then it was, wasn't it like, oh, Omega's here, but they like actually went because they kidnapped CX-1.
I thought they were going to it. Was CX1 the one who was attempt who killed was target was Avi Singh?
Because CX, remember they were in the temple on Teth. They had CX-1 tied up and they were interrogating him. Or did
Yeah.
he? And he got. Did he kill himself
CX1 was
or did he get shot
no,
at
he
the?
got shot. They
Okay.
shot him through because CX1's target was the senator.
Uh-huh.
CX2's initial target was CX1.
And then wasn't it like, oh crap, Omega's here?
Yeah.
Okay. We good there?
That's when they sent Wolf
Okay. Cool. All right. Which
or
Imperial, I
Cody.
think it was Wolf.
Go ahead.
Uh or Cody. I don't know. Which Imperial TIE series strike craft is a heavy bomber designed to destroy large capital ships? TIE Dagger, TIE Punisher, TIE Reaper, or TIE Brute? TIE Dagger is the triangle one from Rise of Skywalker. We can say no there.
Mhm.
Beyond that, Captain Empire. What do we got here?
So it's again, I can't see your screen. So it's the Thai
TIE Punisher,
Brute.
TIE Reaper, TIE Brute. Punisher, Reaper, Brute.
I think it's Punisher or Brute. I don't think it's Thai Reaper. I feel like a Reaper implies like a smaller interceptor
Yeah.
style thing.
Want to do Punisher?
Uh, sure.
All right. This one, we're going to have to do some mental math here. What year was Anakin Skywalker born? 45 BBY, 43 BBY, 41 BBY, or 39 BBY? So let's say, how old was he in The Phantom Menace? Would you say 9?
Yeah.
Okay, so 9. Then I think there were 10 years between. I'm gonna write this down, Dan. So he was 9 in Phantom Menace. Then he was 19 in Attack of the Clones. Then there were three
I think I
years.
have the answer. Let's see if we arrive there at the same.
Okay, there were 3 years in between Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith, which makes him 21 in Revenge of the Sith. Then there are 20 years between Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope, which makes him 41 in A New Hope. So 41
That's what I
BBY.
had.
Hey, how'd you arrive there?
Yeah. I think I just remembered it
Oh,
that he was only 40
that's kind of cool
when
that
all this
we
occurred.
that's kind of cool that we arrived there by different means, but got to the same answer. I hope we got it right. All right.
I pray.
Which Grand Army of the Republic unit were ARC troopers Havoc, Colt, and Blitz members of at the time of the Battle of Camino? The Rancor Battalion, the 7th Sky Corps, Praji Company, or RX Team?
I think it'd be the Rancor Battalion
Sure. Gotta love it. Dan knows his Clone Wars. That's what we're learning
because that
today.
those were like because I think they were like the first group of ARC troopers
Mhm. I think we're good there.
before they got spread out into different.
Like each group got an ARC trooper, kind of.
Yeah.
All right. Which sentient species is native to Peridia? The Kefar, the Nodi, the Vivarians, or the Amarans? The Nodi. Love those little things.
Yeah.
I'm a little disappointed we haven't gotten a Funko Pop yet.
Just
All
like we
right.
never got an Acolyte Lego set.
I don't want to talk about it. I still need I made a custom Acolyte Lego set and I need to record it and put it up here because I think the people need to see it. Anyway,
Hmm.
what position did Ruru hold in the Jedi Temple on Banshee at the time of the Drengir crisis? This is, in fact, a High Republic question.
I will defer to you.
Let's say archivist because I've not gotten there yet. I'm behind. What was the nickname of the arc pulse generator, the super weapon Sabine Wren designed for the Empire while studying at the Imperial Academy? The answers are the Harvester, Pax Aurora, Mr. Blinky, or the Duchess. It's the Duchess, named in
Hmm.
jest about Satine.
Hmm.
Um, all right. Which bipedal walkers did the Galactic Empire deploy on Ord Mantell while hunting Omega around 18 BBY? All-terrain personal transport, all-terrain scout transport, all-terrain armored cannons, or all-terrain riot control transports. Is it
I
an
don't
AT?
think it's the ATST.
Yeah, okay. Truthfully, I'm bad at Imperial technology, so I will defer to you here.
Um, I'm just trying to picture what they looked like.
I know.
Were they were they open air?
I don't remember. Want to do all-terrain personal? Is all-terrain personal transport a thing?
But that wouldn't have go all-terrain riot control.
Got it. Love it. Thank you, sir. Which model of combination blaster slash ascension gun was prominently used by the Naboo security forces during the Battle of Theed? DC-17 hand blaster, CR2 heavy blaster, S5 blaster, or K19 Renegade heavy blaster pistol? I can see them in my mind, but I can't tell you their name.
Yeah, no. So
Let's just pick
it's
C.
not the it's not the DC-15. That's all I know.
Let's go CR2 heavy blaster pistol and call it a day. Another Rise of Skywalker question. What is Admiral Akbar's son's name? I'll save us the time from reading and say Aftab Akbar.
Whoop whoop.
Which member? They have a little like Funko mystery mini of Aftab Akbar, and I really want it just because of its obscurity.
That's
It was
fair.
like, it was like a GameStop exclusive, something rather. It was insane. Um, which member of the Imperial ruling council was not killed in the destruction of the second Death Star at the conclusion of the Battle of Endor? Janus Grijatis, Kren Blistavani, Dentrius Vidian, or Sate Prestage? You know any of these characters?
Not a chance.
Pick the one with the funniest name. Denitris?
Sure.
All right. Which
Who's on?
entity?
Was there anybody on the?
Any
Hmm.
anybody what?
It's definitely somebody on the Shadow Council. I just don't remember who they were.
I don't think. we necessarily know if any of these people are on the Shadow Council. I'm not sure. I don't remember 100% who's on the Shadow Council though. Um, which entity did Gume Sam represent in the Galactic Senate at the time of the Clone Wars? The answers are Ryloth, Savareen Sector, Techno Union, or the Jedi Order. I don't think the Jedi Order had a seat in the Senate, right?
No, they had a liaison, but they don't have a seat in the Senate
Yeah. Want to do
because they're
tech?
not.
Want to do Techno Union?
Sure.
Cool. Which ship of the Resistance fleet was Vice Admiral Amelin Holdo's flagship before she took overall command at the Battle of Otechi? Which ship of the Resistance? The answers are Starlight, Vigil, Ninka, or Thalia. Sorry. I'm not quite sure about this one. It might be from a book. Let's pick Starlight and call it a day.
Okay.
Which clone marshal commander led the 21st Nova Corps and killed Kiadi Mundi on Magito at the end of the Clone Wars? That would be Gray,
Oh,
Neo, Bakara, or Clutch.
Neo. Oh, Bakara.
Bakara?
It was Bakara
Your clone knowledge is like encyclopedic. It's crazy.
because Neo killed Stasiali. Bakara killed Mundi because he was the it was the Space Marines.
Cool. But Dan, when was his birthday?
I don't care. Ask one of his wives.
Legends. What is notable about the planet Naporar? It's a shipyard capable of building executor class dreadnoughts. It was the original capital of the Sith Empire. It is where Agent Kolar went into hiding after Order 66. Agent Kolar died in Palpatine's office, so that one's out. It is the headquarters of the Chiss Expansionary Defense Fleet. I don't think it's the original capital of the Sith Empire. I feel like because we've not gotten a Thrawn book question, I want to pick it's the Chiss
Mhm.
Expansatory Defense Fleet.
Let's do it.
Cool. Which type of battle droid did General Grievous use as his personal bodyguards during the Clone Wars? LR-57 security droid, A series assassin droid, Mark M enforcer droids, or IG-100 Magna Guards? Magna Guards, of course.
Ooh, yeah.
Sweet. I was getting a little worried. I didn't know their like number designation. I was like,
I
it's
didn't either. I got
I
really
was like,
scared.
it's the Magna Guard. What else is it? How many official, for example, not forbidden forms of lightsaber combat are there? Five, seven, nine, or
There's
11?
seven.
Seven?
I
I,
thought there was seven
I don't know. I'm not a lightsaber forms man for as much as I love the Jedi.
because I
Um,
know there's at least one band form, if not two. Because the one band form is like where you turn your lightsaber off mid-fight, and
uh,
it was considered dirty by both sides.
there you go. Dan with the lightsaber forms. Which ancient
If
artifact? Go ahead. Go ahead.
I have no idea. I think it's seven. That's what came into my head.
There you go. I would have said
Because
five, but I
they
have
talk of
absolutely no clue.
because there's talk of people being masters of all seven forms,
There you go. Love it.
I
Next
think.
question is which ancient artifact did Dr. Chelly Lona Afra compete against Ronan Taji to acquire shortly after the Battle of Hoth? The answers are the Yashuvi Sacred Scroll, Empress Teta's Crown Jewels, the Crown of Debrillion, or the Rings of Valais. This is from the Dr. Afra comic. I do not know the answer. Want to pick which one sounded most fun to you?
They all sounded fun. You pick.
Let's pick the Crown of Debrillion. What Nile
Cool.
pi- What did Nile pirate Lorna D name her stolen replacement flagship after her original flagship, the Lorna D, was destroyed at the Battle of Galov? I got really excited here because I know about the Lorna D, but I do not know about the answers here, which is the Nile, Atraxia, Lorna D, or Tooth Spike. I'm going to call it Tooth Spike. I don't know. I apologize.
Or did they just name it Normandy twice?
That is possible. Want to do that?
I don't know. No, go with Tooth Spike.
I don't know. Oh dear God, which pear-shaped fruit did Anakin Skywalker take from Padme Amidala's plate using the Force during their dinner at Verikino in 22 BBY? A bell fruit, a shura, a pear, or a jogan? I know Fruit is something in Star Wars. It's the only one I've heard of for sure.
Cool. Let's do it.
Woohoo! Which class of Star Destroyer was the primary capital ship of the Republic Navy during the Clone Wars? Victory, Vigilance, Venator, Vengeance. Venator, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Which one of Bib Fortuna's cousins was named a member of Saw Gerrera's rebel cell shortly before the Battle of Scarif? Steve, Beezer, Hab, or Teku Fortuna?
I don't remember.
I'm going to rule Steve out. Want to do Hab?
Yeah, sure.
Which Gendai bounty hunter fought for the CIS during the Clone Wars? That would be we got Ravis, Locus, Dirge, or Undro. Ravis was in Jedi Survivor. Dirge is the one during the Clone Wars. You know the Gendai, they're real weird. They got like the tendrils that grow back.
Yeah.
All right. Which Ewok was the chief of Bright Tree Village at the time of the Battle of Endor? Paplu, Wicket, Chirpa, or Logray? I know it. Do you know it, Captain Return of the Jedi?
Is it Wiku?
It's Chirpit. Chirpa. Sorry.
Darn.
Chief
It's
Chirpa.
okay.
The only reason I know that is
Hmm.
because of a tactics game. Did you have that in your youth?
No. It's a little before my time.
Oh my God. Dan likes to
We're
make
two
me
years
feel
apart.
old. We are, but
We're 2 years apart.
they're two significant years. Why did Savage Press kill Zomit Grunnison on Mustafar in 19 BBY? To take over the Black Sun? Because killing Jedi is Savage's whole thing? Because Grunsit spilled a drink on him? Or to steal a freighter full of battle droids?
Mm.
Is it Black Sun? Or did someone spill a
I'm
drink?
I'm running through the scene in my head. I don't know. What's the Black Sun one?
To take over Black Sun. But I don't think he took over Black Sun, so maybe it's not that.
Well, he wasn't doing it for himself at that point.
Yeah,
I think it was Black Sun
sure, why not? Um,
because he was, yeah,
we got three
he wasn't a
left.
free he wasn't a free thinker.
He really wasn't. Who said to die for one's people is a great sacrifice, to live for one's people an even greater sacrifice when negotiating with Atal's chieftain during the Clone Wars? Rio Chuchi, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Padme Amidala, or Chi Cho? I think it was Rio Chuchi, right? Or was it Padme?
Hmm.
I think it was Chuchi.
Yeah.
Okay. What color was the lightsaber that Anakin Skywalker carried during the Battle of Christophsis? Green, yellow, blue, red. Blue? Am I
What's the Battle
underthinking
of
this?
Christophsis?
Wasn't that the one in the Clone Wars movie? Am I losing my mind?
I don't remember.
I'm gonna go with blue, just right? No?
Yeah, go with blue.
Okay. Last question. Who was captain of the Radiant Five, 6, 7? The Radiant Seven during the final mission carrying Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi to Naboo. And this has in parentheses here. This question will remain on the test until at least 25% of you get it right. This is the sixth year. The answers are Jace Dahlin, Maoi Madakor, Terranald Screed, or Sona Lin. I have no clue.
It sounds like nobody does, so pick your best option.
Terranol Screed. Submit. And let's view our score. We got 35 out of 50, which isn't too shabby.
Not bad.
Okay, so this says this was I'm going to read this message to you. This was the qualifying test that determined which contestants participated in the Star Wars Trivia contest finals at DragonCon 2024. Since you're seeing it online, it's already been given in person, written exam on Saturday evening, and you're too late to qualify for the finals. However, you can still take the test and see how you've done. A score of 34 or higher was required to advance to the finals. Note that even
Not
though the
bad.
test, I know, right? Note that even though the test has already been given, this online version has absolutely no impact on anything whatsoever. So that, I mean, now I know that we did this together, and we may have individually gotten a little lower, but I'm proud of us.
Yeah, yes.
So I think we can see where our different areas of expertise are.
Yeah.
You know the clones. I know the sequels.
I I I got the one quote.
I don't think we could see. Oh, we can see the answers. Are there any that you were particularly curious about?
Mm,
Inferno Squad
no.
infiltrated the Dreamers. I'm just gonna slowly kind of quickly scroll through. The
Well,
Lucre
just look.
Hulk, the Lucre Hulk on Kobo was called the Primacy, not the Conqueror.
That was your second option.
I know. What were you telling me to look at?
Just which ones did we get wrong?
The not I skipped a few, but we'll just keep moving for the sake of time. But what Jedi Knight was the Inquisitor Iskat Akaris?
Yeah.
That's the 13th sister.
Mm.
Uh Polis Mossens are Khalidian. I'm Googling Polis Mossens. I think it's okay, yeah, it's like they're not the ones that deliver obviously the droid delivered, but they're on that planet, Polis Massa, where Luke was born. Luke and Leia were born.
Mm.
You got brother right. It was
I felt pretty confident.
a Blixus attacked Ahsoka and Anakin. I'm Googling Blixus right now.
So am I.
Blixus kind of looks like a Purrgil almost, but like a crab.
Yeah,
How did we forget that one?
obviously.
Wow, we did pretty okay on this. The Ord Mantell Walker was the AT-AC, the all-terrain armored cannons. I thought that was going to be a little too intense. The S5 blaster pistol is what was used in the Battle of Theed. Holdo's ship was the Ninka. Um, Dr. Afra was after the Rings of Valais. You were correct that the Lorna D renamed her ship the Lorna D.
It's a very pirate move.
I know. I should have put it. The
Because maybe the ship you were talking about is the Lorna D, the one that you got to.
the one that I got is called the Lorna D. So I
I know.
think
Maybe you have the second one and you just don't realize it. Maybe you'll
that's
get in a backstory.
that's possible. Um, the fruit was a Shura. It's Beezer Fortuna, not Hab.
Mm,
Anakin's lightsaber was blue. I think that was a trick question. And then the
good.
captain was Maoi Madakor.
Eh,
Overall, I think again the average was last year was 17 out of 50. We together got 35 out of 50. I'm pretty proud of us.
yeah, we did well.
Sweet. Well, I think I'm pretty satisfied. How about you, Dan?
Yeah, yeah, I think that's a great way to wrap it up. End on
Awesome.
a high
Well,
note.
seriously. Well, thank you so much for listening. We hope that you were either thoroughly entertained or you learned a Star Wars fact or two, not from us teaching you, from us not knowing and learning ourselves. But with that, thank you so
Yes.
much for listening. We really appreciate it. If you haven't yet, well, I guess you can't really take this again because we did it, but take some Star Wars trivia quiz online. It's fun. Give it, but if you haven't, please consider giving us a like or subscription on our podcast platform of your choice or on our YouTube page, and consider giving us a follow on Twitter or X at Blue Shadow Pod or on Instagram at Blue Shadow Podcast. And with that, we thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.
See you next time. Thanks.
Oh, Dan, I thought that was so bad. I don't know how we
It
did so
was.
well.
Can you look what was the Wolfpack's mission? That's the question that was stuck on my screen the whole time.
I'm so
So
sorry.
I had a lot of time to think about it.
Deliver the ground quake relief supplies.
Yes, because I remember the episode. That's when they go down. They're in some like broken temple, and like they had to go down inwards or something. Because I
I,
think it was with like R2 and 3PO.
I'm watching the. Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Yep, man. Well, this was fun. I like this.
That was fun.
Oh, crap.